to the Minister of Higher Education, Science and Technology, Blade Nzimande, who will visit the Energy Observer in Cape Town today. The vessel is the first zero-carbon emissions hydrogen-powered boat. It docked in the mother city's harbour on Saturday. Let's get an update from our reporter, Erin, who is at the harbour. Erin, good morning to you. Freezing in Cape Town, so I don't want to be where you are, but it is such an important event that is going on there. Explain to us why the Minister of Science and Technology has seen it fit to visit this vessel. What is it? What's in it for South Africa?
Well, Xoli, what's in it for South Africa is learning about alternative forms of energy. Let it not be me to put words into the minister's mouth. We'll see from the very minister himself why he's decided to come for the ribbon cutting later on, which will be at around 12:30 today. You've spoken about the cold in Cape Town. The very well-fed seals of Cape Town Harbour have been bopping in and out of the waters behind me. But of course, the main feature this morning is the Energy Observer, which has been docked here at jetty number 2. It has solar panels on it. It runs on hydrogen. There is a backup diesel supply in case of emergencies, such as if there was a lightning strike and this catamaran couldn't produce its own forms of energy. But for those of us who bear the brunt of load shedding day in and day out, this vessel looks like a dream. And we're going to hear more about it now from General Manager of the Energy Observer, Louis-Noël Viviers. S'il vous plaît. You're going to have to excuse me. Bonjour, ça va? And thanks so much for joining us. Tell us more about this vessel and how it keeps going.
The vessel is actually a floating smart grid, kind of floating laboratory, if you wish. So we take the seawater, we desalt it, then we electrolyze the seawater to produce, to split the hydrogen and the oxygen. We just keep the hydrogen. So when we are, when we need some more energy, we store this energy in form of hydrogen. So it's much lighter than batteries. So we still have some batteries, of course, but let's say we have 100 kilo of batteries and 1 megawatt of hydrogen on board for the same weight. So yeah, it is a first, it is a world first, because it is the first fully autonomous hydrogen vessel, zero emission.
And I was saying it's almost like a floating ambassador for alternative forms of energy. You've described it as a laboratory. What kind of research are the engineers on board doing?
Obviously, we work a lot on the hydrogen system with our partner Toyota, for instance, because Toyota is providing the fuel cell. But we work on the solar panels. You will see that we have many different generations and style of solar panels. Some are totally destroyed. Some are, working better than others. So we always keep on, trying, searching. We work a lot on the hydrodynamics and on the wings. We've got automatic wings. All the solutions which can have applications on land and EV transportation, we just try them and develop them on board. Yep.
So, of course, for people who are interested in seafaring, who might be yachties themselves, this is very interesting to see a vessel like this can move at sea, however slowly, with these alternative sources of energy. But what's the practical application? Why might this be relevant, for example, to our Minister of Higher Education, Science and Technology and the people of South Africa?
Because it is the prefiguration, that the system of the smart grids. I mean, this system, its first application is for villages, farms, isolated sites, of course, but it can be organized in neighborhoods, even in cities. For instance, in China, they work a lot on this kind of smart grids, and because it's a fully autonomous system, so there is no risk to be out of sun, to be out of wind. So the idea is to showcase a very reliable, simple, and affordable system that can bring you a full autonomy. That's it. Because at sea it is the worst conditions: humidity, salinity, shocks, bad weather, very high temperatures, and this system works for 5 years now. We have 55,000 miles the boat. So, and it keeps going with all this system, with the hydrogen system, with the solar panels, and with the wings and so on. So, yeah, it's getting more and more reliable, and the idea is to showcase that it works now. It's not the energy or the system of the future. It is now.
You said sharks, and I thought you said sharks because we have those too at sea, but certainly quite a remarkable vessel. Just lastly, where is it heading next after its stop in Cape Town?
We will probably go to Namibia, because in Namibia they have a lot of sun and they want to store this energy in green hydrogen. Then we'll go to Brazil, to Fortaleza, because in the northeast of Brazil, they have a lot of wind during the trade winds season, and they store this energy in hydrogen. And then we'll go to New York, because we are the first French ambassadors for the SDGs, and we have filmed a lot of solutions all around the world for 5 years now, and we want to show them to the UN. And then we go to Paris for the Olympics 2024.
And that is your final stop. Louis-Noël Viviers, thank you very much. An idea there of what's ahead for the Energy Observer after the ribbon cutting ceremony with Minister Nzimande later today.